We are live.
Okay.
Yes, we are.
Oh, let me turn that down. Don't need that.
Hello, Kevin.
Hello. How are you this fine Monday evening?
Where are you from, Kevin? See how many people are out there tonight preparing for the hurricane.
Well, if you live in Florida anyway.
Oh, Pennsylvania.
Well, he's definitely not preparing for a hurricane.
Good area there. Good area there. You don't have to worry about the hurricane.
No, you don't. Just us.
We are trying to prepare, hoping that it stays on its course. Oh, Ash is on.
Hey, Ash. How are you, dear?
Ash jinxed me.
How did she jinx you?
She ended my Puerto Rico trip early.
Oh.
She gave me COVID.
Oh, that's
and
who gave it to
cellulitis. So your videos, those chickens and dumplings look great. Broken
They were.
brunette. Yes, those. I'm gonna try the dumplings on the next time we go to Cracker Barrel. I've never had dumplings. I had a taste of it, and I mean, Cracker Barrel just seems to be the cheapest and the amazingest place for your buck. Broken brunette is on.
Well, hello, Broken Brunette. Ash, hope y'all won't get caught in the hurricane. I was just watching the Cracker Barrel one.
Yeah, we're hoping that it doesn't move down
any more
a little,
to the east.
Which I'm gonna say that it might move down. BB, cameraman, leave BB alone about her food.
Well, Ash, you know he's not going to, but anyway.
I'm trying to diet, but it never works out for me.
No, it don't.
I cannot keep up with BB.
No one's saying you got to.
But I do have a feeling that it will move down to
towards
Key Harbor. I think it's called Key Harbor or Long something like that.
Longboat Key.
Well, it was that one place we went to that's like a mini Key West. I can't remember the name of it, but
Cedar Key.
Yes.
That's where it's supposed to hit.
No, it's supposed to hit above it. That's what they have the line. But I think it's going to hit Cedar Key. I think it's going to come down because I think the other hurricane on the other side of Florida, I think is going to pull this hurricane a little bit lower. But
it's a little bit better.
Definitely, it was crazy out there today. Everyone getting gas, all the gas pumps running out of gas. People in the Walmarts, and people buying.
And I'm going to say a lot of those people at Walmart are probably the newcomers that have recently moved here that don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yes, but that Cracker Barrel, the dumplings, next time I go there, I'm going to try. They have a meatloaf with dumpling, and you pick 2 or 3 sides. I'm definitely gonna try that one and stuff.
The dumplings were good that day. Oh my God. I guess that's what I was needing. Some comfort food.
I always get the sampler. Oh yeah, the sampler plate where they give you pieces of thing on there. The only reason I don't get the sampler because they don't give you enough meatloaf.
He loves meatloaf.
Yeah, they make good meatloaf there.
And it's got ketchup on it.
I don't know if it's ketchup or it's some kind of ketchupy thing that they put on it. I made meatloaf covered in bacon and ketchup today. Damn. That sounds good. I always put chili sauce on mine
And
and bake it.
Yeah.
I want to say that's might be what Cracker Barrel does. They put some kind of sauce on it. It could be chili sauce, but I'm just saying they put some kind of red sauce on it.
Yeah.
It tastes real good. But that bacon sounds good. I know sometimes we like to put, I used to get fried chicken with mashed potatoes and corn. Oh, man. You had fried chicken there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
But
was
I
pretty
just,
good.
BB can't have corn anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it's just something about Outback that they,
Where?
I mean, I'm sorry, Cracker Barrel. Something about Cracker Barrel that the prices, the $12 and $13 plates, and they give you big portions. And right now, with everything going up in food restaurants, I mean, that is and you can eat breakfast all day. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to beat.
It's really hard to beat Cracker Barrel, though.
Yeah, it's hard to beat them. And then they have so many new items now.
Yeah, they do.
They've definitely put some good items on their plates.
Yeah, everything hit home that day. The chicken and dumplings, the fried apples, the salad. Oh my Lord!
Oh, it's changed, Kevin. It's changed. Cracker Barrel has really
Up their game.
Yeah. If you ever go on their website and you check out the menu options, I mean, I had that one time that tips were like a breakfast, and then it had the beef tips on top of it, and I mean, they've really stepped up their game.
They have.
And on Sundays, I know they have a thing where they cook something on Sundays only. I don't know. It might have been your plate, but there's a day where on Sundays they have a special plate that they offer that sells out quick. There.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember which one it is, but yeah, I know there's.
Well, remember when we went there? It said Sundays only.
Yeah, but I can't remember what it was.
But as far as overall, I mean, you ain't gonna think. Yeah, you ain't gonna beat their Denny's and Bob Evans.
No.
IHOP. They have nothing, and they have burgers too as well. But I mean, like.
Well, that time I had the fried chicken and the mashed potatoes and gravy. That was awesome too.
I mean, they even give that other place a run for their money that we went to a lot.
Applebee's?
No, the one that your son took us to.
Oh, Scratch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DeLong, what's up, DeLong?
Hey, DeLong, be safe. Thank you. We will be.
Yeah, we should start feeling some effects tomorrow.
Some wind.
But through the night and Wednesday
morning,
we're going to feel more of it. Tuesday night and Wednesday. Because we're on the bad side of the hurricane.
Yeah, we're on the east side of the hurricane.
Yeah,
that's
the side that the water is wound up and everything, and so that's the stronger side, right?
It pulls the water out of the bay and then shoves it back in. Yeah. On top of it, going to be a full moon that night, so.
Yeah, but I mean, they've already evacuated the Tampa area and stuff, but. Yeah, this is the side of the hurricane you don't want to be on, because that's going to be the full force of the water and everything. The strength, the tornadoes, everything happens on that east side that we're going to be on. We had 70, 80 degrees. Today was humidity, 90 something, very humid.
Yeah, it was.
We had some thunderstorms, but I mean, that's not from the hurricane. but definitely tomorrow.
My biggest concern right now, Ash is asking when's this supposed to happen. It should hit Florida Wednesday
at 8 a.m. They
at
say.
8, yes. But my concern is this little shit has been down between Cancun and the bottom of Cuba for
maybe 2 days.
No, since Friday. Because they said it was a tropical depression. Then they said it was going to be a tropical storm that could get into the Gulf.
Right. That's what we thought. It was going to be at least a 1.
At first they said 1, and I'm like, no, once it hits that Gulf water, because right now the Gulf of Mexico, the water temperature is at 100 degrees. It's like bath water. So.
And there is a hurricane that's parallel to us on the Atlantic side. It's not going to hit us, but it's pulling right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking, that it's going to pull all that air as this, once this sucker breaks free tonight and gets into the water. I mean, it could be a 4.
Because that's what happened to Katrina. She got from Cuba, she got in the warm waters of the Gulf.
And she stalled.
And she stalled. And when she stalled, she grew bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it was all of a sudden, she was full steam ahead into where she was supposed to hit our panhandle of Florida. She took a wide left turn and then she hit Louisiana.
Yeah.
And that's what we're all in fear of. Even our meteorologist was saying that this kind of, thank you, DeLong, that this also reminds them of Charlie back in 2002, 2003, when Charlie came through. Charlie was supposed to hit Cedar Key. And instead, Charlie went right through Tampa Bay. Because it messed Zephyr Hills up.
Well, I think it went where your son was.
Yeah, but the eye also hit.
I thought it hit Hudson County.
Hernando County.
County. I thought it hit Hernando.
But Zephyr Hills was on that side of the eye.
I mean, we're all on that side.
We were in that eye.
I'm just saying that. But what they're saying is that this hurricane here is large, and they were bringing it back to a time where it was like there was a hurricane with a letter G. Yeah. A lot of years ago they were talking about. But this is what their concern is, because this hurricane is wide.
Yeah,
it's going to reach out. And that's why I said, that's why.
And if it tries, when it goes over the state of Florida, it is literally going to cover Florida and part of Georgia. That's how wide she is right now. But my main concern right now is if she gets out there and she decides to stall like she's doing right now.
Or she could pick up.
And she gathers up all that damn warm water and that energy, and that low coming down doesn't hold it, we're going to be SOL. That means shit out of luck.
Yeah, because again, the right side of the hurricane is
always the worst.
Is the worst side, because that's where it starts. That's where everything.
That's where you have the fluctuation and the water being dragged out of the bays.
What do you guys eat? Just eat regular food. We just eat, we just eat regular. We don't go shopping when there's a hurricane. We usually have what we have in our refrigerator. We stop. We don't buy nothing, because that's the worst thing you can do in a hurricane. A lot of people run out to buy meat. And stuff that needs to be frozen.
What a lot of new timers we're doing today.
And you can have a generator, you can have this and that, but still, you need canned items. That's the main thing, like spaghetti in the cans. But basically, we haven't gone shopping in a couple of days, so a lot of dinners that we made. So we left the freezer the way the freezer is. Yeah. So everything there, if we did lose power,
we'll be all right.
As far as that goes. Then had Ian last year supposed to hit Tampa.
And instead it hit Fort Myers. That's right.
Yeah. And that's what I'm thinking, that this hurricane might move down a little bit because of the hurricane that's out in the Atlantic. And the hurricane out in the Atlantic is drawing
towards the left now.
Right. It's going to hook left.
It's starting to hook left.
And I think it's going to pull that one.
And before Franklin was going straight up.
Yeah.
And now it's starting to pull left because...
And we won't know until it gets out to the open water tomorrow. I mean, definitely tomorrow we'll have
more.
Yeah. More of an eye of it.
Better idea. But
but we went to, a couple of days ago, we got our water.
Yeah, we knew Friday.
Because it's tax-free this week for hurricane supplies. Before this hurricane happened.
Yeah.
That was just a tropical storm. No one talked about it. But we went out and got water and stuff. And because...
And it
was like we just didn't want to fall into if there is a hurricane, because we didn't know what this, when they say this, it's going to come in as a tropical storm, we already know, like, no, that's going to be a Hurricane 1, the minimal. When they tell us tropical storm, we already know Hurricane 1, the minimal. We don't. They
say tropical storm, and it's still way in Cuba. We already know it's going to be a hurricane.
Yeah, we already know that something that's out there underneath us in Cuba can turn easily
into a hurricane real quick.
The only thing is like I said, is being on this bad side of the storm.
Mm-hmm.
In Hurricane Ian and these other hurricanes, they came from the back of our house.
Right.
This hurricane
is going
to be blowing
to the front
of the house.
Yeah.
So now it's coming a different direction totally. So before, where I was worried about the stuff in the backyard,
right,
now I have to worry about the stuff in the front yard, because that's where all that wind is going to come up from the Tampa area. And
usually we don't board up until they start saying, oh, it's going to be when they say it's going to be a Cat 4. If you're on the east side of that storm, you need to board up.
Yeah.
Don't take any chances.
But there's no, like I said, right now, there's no reason to board up unless that sucker goes
If they get back in there and they tell us tomorrow
that it's going to hit Cedar Key, then you start thinking about.
Well, because even John right now, he's like, Mom, we're not worried about, because, he's so close to Weeki Wachee.
Hernando, yeah.
He's only 10 minutes away from the Weeki Wachee River. Like you said, he's not worried about flooding at this point. What he's worried about is wind damage.
And that's a good thing, is that it hasn't rained enough in Florida
for the ground to be soggy.
To be saturated. So other than rivers are going to start overflowing and the ocean is going to overflow.
Yeah, they're saying that Tampa Bay.
But they've already evacuated Tampa.
Around,
they've evacuated.
They gave people no choice this time.
Yeah.
They got them out way early. And Governor Ron DeSantis, when he did the news update, he was letting all the new people know that if you are new to the Tampa Bay area, do not
you don't
put your generators in your garages or inside your homes.
And he said the same thing. If you're new to Florida, if this is your first hurricane of Florida, you don't have to drive to Georgia. You don't have to drive to Alabama. You don't have to drive up north. All you have to do is drive 50 miles from the shore. Because in the middle of Florida is the higher land.
Yeah.
By the time it gets to the higher land,
it starts
going down. Yeah, they're already, by the time it hits Gainesville. Right. So by the time it hits Gainesville, it's going to be a 2 and then a 1 to the Carolinas.
But again, what they don't understand is the width of those bands. If she's really wide, it doesn't matter, because it could hit.
No, it doesn't. But
those bands are going to go through Georgia and Alabama.
But he's just saying you don't need to leave the state when there's a hurricane coming in Florida.
You just need to find yourself.
You need to leave the impact area, which is along all the shores. Now, Kendrick Taylor says, but it's dry, might take a while to take in the water. That's true.
That's true.
I mean, like we live in this area here, Polk County, it's 80% sugar sand.
So yeah, it does
So
take a little bit.
yeah, that will. But like I said, the good thing with it being dry is that eventually the sugar sand is going to absorb it.
Yeah.
But if you live on black dirt now, black dirt, which is already wet and holds water, which is like a lot of the farming places or the people who live out in the farming areas, now they might have flood on their property because that ground is already wet regardless. That stays wet.
Right.
24 hours a day.
Yeah, that black clay.
That's what it, yes. Yeah, the best dirt ever that you could build a house on, those areas will hold water more than us being in sugar sand.
Right.
Because
and they'll absorb it a little bit faster too.
Yeah, because sugar sand.
Our main concern with this storm right now, the way the track is tornadoes.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately with
this
Florida,
is Tornado Alley in Lakeland, basically.
When you've got a hurricane out there, tornadoes just love to pop up. And I'm telling you what, the last 3 ice storms have hit at night.
Yes. And like I said, we are going to have night. It's going to start in the middle of the night, like around 2 a.m. And then by the time it gets to, where it's going to make the landing, that's at 8 a.m. And then once that pushes out, that should be pushed out.
They're saying by 2 p.m. it should be at Jacksonville.
It'll be out by the afternoon. Then all of a sudden everyone will be out like nothing happened.
And then just continue to get on and off rain for the next couple of days.
But like I said, that's the only thing bad is now we have to worry. Like I said, our winds are going to be coming from the front of the house
instead of
the rear of the house. So, the trees, and like I said, all that water that comes, we lost a lemon tree from Ian. From the last hurricane because of the bacteria. It brings that salt water.
And
that's why a lot of trees in Puerto Rico died. It brought all that salt water and them trees. It
causes a fungal bacteria that it just.
And I lost a lemon tree, and we have another lemon tree out there that's itty bitty. And I just hope not to lose that.
It's a little itty bitty.
The other lemon tree was a hell of a lot bigger. And then my mother's avocado tree got sick from it. A lot of it died.
Yeah. From Ian.
Yeah.
Well,
but that's our concern. Is going to be coming in from the front of the house.
That's why in stages like this, you really got to pay attention to the weather and the news. You got to stay on top of it.
Yeah, you got to be in there like 24 hours.
Because those hurricanes. It's not a straight shot. They like to weeble and wobble until they get to where they're going. But like John said, if it goes to the right anymore, his property will be right in the eye of the hurricane.
Right. Well, it might not be in the eye in, but it'll be close to the eye.
Right.
Which is even the stronger force
of the wind.
Again, of the bad side of a hurricane. You don't want to be in.
Like you said, if it veers more to the right, like you said, it's going to affect him and it's going to affect us.
Yeah. It's like if you do a whirlpool in a cup. If you take your spoon in a cup and you go left, and you take your spoon, you go left, and you see how that swirls into a funnel. Well, the left is where you begin. That's where all the ocean, all that stuff that's coming across is coming. That's the bulk of it. Like the ocean is literally in the tornado. Some of that ocean is in that tornado. And that's, like I said, the left side is the right side, I'm sorry, the worst side that you want to be on. Because that's where all the water and that's where all the wind, that's where it's literally started.
That's where the tornadoes spawn off of.
And they were showing in the center of the hurricane hundreds and thousands of lightning bolts in the direct center where it's dry. Because in the center of the hurricane, it's like nothing.
It is now. It's quiet. It's peaceful. No wind, no rain, no
When you're in the eye, you feel the front, and then you're in the center, and you feel silence. And then all of a sudden, the second wave comes. Well, in the center, they're showing that's dry lightning. Now, Polk County is the lightning capital of the world. Yeah. And, you know.
Florida cameraman has been here since 93. BB has been here since 1979. BB has gone through many hurricanes.
And the crazy thing is like, we just hired someone to do our roof. He hasn't even come yet. We're trying to get our roof done from the last hurricane. And we finally got somebody. And, you know,
we're waiting on the permits to be pulled so we can get it done.
Hopefully this roof here will hang in there. I mean, it's not like major, but I would have liked a new roof before a hurricane would have came. But
this is the peak, and the only problem is the Gulf of Mexico. The water is at 100 degrees, and I'm not exaggerating.
Even in Puerto Rico,
that water,
the water was hot.
It was hot, and I don't mean just up to your ankle. Now, hey Katrina, me and my daughter, she was here for the week of her birthday. And me and the grandkids all went down to Anna Maria. And I kid you not, we were into water up to here. And it was like being in a sauna.
Yeah.
And when...
Can we talk about how excited BB was about the pea pods at Publix on the last video? We can. I don't remember. Were you that excited about the pea pods?
I wanted those damn pea pods.
Jesus, that shows you how much I pay attention when I videotape. Yeah, we can talk about it.
You don't pay attention.
Those will be coming out in videos. We made a bunch of cooking videos. I had to recover from COVID. I caught COVID and cellulitis in Puerto Rico. We had to end our trip early. We were supposed to be there a month. We wound up only being there 2 weeks.
Just think, today we would have been actually coming back about this time at night. So could you imagine if we were coming back and then the next day we had to prepare?
Oh, no, the 25th. The 25th we would have been back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But could you imagine having to come back and deal with a hurricane right on our heels? That
whole Puerto Rico trip we didn't even do 80% of what we were supposed to do. I had COVID. I flew back on the plane with COVID. I didn't care. I as soon as I caught COVID, I was telling BB, I think we should go back. What do you think? And she's like,
book the tickets.
She's like, book it. Just because every day was 117, 112, and we're staying in a house with no air conditioning. Nighttime in the house was 80s in the house, man. Are we hurricane parties a thing? Yes, there is.
Yes.
Yes. And the hurricane party will be tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, the hurricane parties are...
You will hear the neighbors. We'll do a video, but you'll be able to hear the neighbors outside.
Yep.
Partying down, drinking, having a good time. People say that we are stupid. No. I look at it this way. You might as well enjoy it. Because reality might be hitting you in the face the next day.
Plus a hurricane party cleans everything out in your freezer. You get all the ribs out that that might go bad and the thing. You get all the stuff out.
Over the neighbors. Yo, we're having a cookout. You got anything to cook? Okay. Don't forget the beer. Don't forget the rum.
Did BB get COVID too? No, she did not.
And we were in a hotel room, not much bigger than my office.
When I caught the COVID, it was when we went to Carlos's house. I came back from eating, and all of a sudden, man, I just got the chills. We did a live when we were outside, and it was raining and things.
Yeah.
And I got the chills.
I chalked it up to, okay, we've been in and out of the rain for the past 3 days. Maybe he just happened to start to catch cold.
And I had vomit. I had diarrhea. I was sweating. I was freezing. It was horrible. I thought I was going to die. That's what I said. I was like, no, and everyone's like, oh, go to the doctor there, or call your doctor and have them call in a prescription. Hell no. This is Puerto Rico. Someone finds out you got COVID, you might be seeing people with a mask and outfits, and they're locking you down. And all I knew is I had to get back. I flew on the plane with COVID. I did not care. I spread the love back to Puerto Rico. I didn't care. I walked in the store to get my medicine, and BB's yelling at me, put your mask on, put your mask. I was like, I don't care about my mask. These damn Puerto Ricans gave me COVID. I'm giving it. And then all of a sudden, the last day when we were packing up the hat, closing down the house, I got bit by a mosquito. And then all of a sudden, man, my arm started to swell. I had COVID. Oh my God.
He was miserable.
It was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah.
I'm a Georgia boy now living in Florida, but Floridians are undefeated.
Hey, we take it like a champ. And let me tell you one thing.
Shits and cold.
Kendrick, let me tell you another thing. You could be at odds with your neighbors for years, babe. Years. You let a hurricane come through, and you and that neighbor get along so well. Let me tell you what, when Irma come through, we had so many trees down on houses because the tornado come through, only maybe a block and a half away from behind our house. Man, first thing, daylight broke. Chainsaws were out there. Everybody's helping everybody. They don't care if you're black, white, Mexican, Puerto Rican.
Illegal.
They don't give a shit, baby. It's help your fellow neighbor. And listen, there was people that, they were out of power. Their food went bad. The neighbors that had generators, they're having the other neighbors over, making sure they were fed, kids fed. Clothes, everything.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
So tomorrow would be the hurricane party.
Yeah.
Because at midnight, that's when the weather starts getting bad. But yeah, tomorrow there'll be a lot of hurricane parties
going on.
Stuff. So, but yes.
Everyone's like, oh, Floridians are stupid. They get drunk before a hurricane. Might as well enjoy it because, man, when reality hits you in the eyes, that's going to hurt worse than a hangover.
Invite me, please. I mean, we got the grill out. We made sure what we have prepared was, like I said, was just, hey, if we lost power, I mean, we do have a generator, but if we lost power, we had enough food in there to say, like, you know what? It's not going to go bad. Like every food in there is going to be good and stuff. Better take those no-tip DoorDash orders. Well, the funny thing is DoorDash is going through some changes. I don't know if anyone's been looking on YouTube, but there is something called a glitchgate. There's been YouTubers cheating the system to where they're force closing the app and their AR goes up. So a lot of people are pissed off at these. They caught these big YouTubers telling you, like what we've been doing, taking the junk orders to find out these YouTubers were turning on the app, force closing it, and then YouTube would send a message. We try to send you a thing, and they would pause you. You would unpause yourself, and the AR rating would jump up. So these suckers were always top dashers to find out what me and BB, we're going crazy thinking we're not making money. We're taking every order. We're becoming top dashers to find out that people have been cheating the system. And there was a big blowout yesterday on YouTube. And they exposed a lot of content creators. I make $500 a day creators to find out that these people are just lying, like just flat out.
Well, we already knew that.
So, but yeah.
And Katrina, we won't be doing DoorDash anymore.
Right. After September, I think we might do a couple of DoorDashes, right? You said? We
might do a couple, but it won't be for the whole months.
Right. So.
Because BB got a work from home job.
I mean, it's like DoorDash is really It's corrupt. It's unless you are in the large order program and you're a top dasher with a
Catering,
large
yeah.
order program, there's no money.
No.
There's no money there. It's not DoorDash is not a job that it's a full-time job. DoorDash is definitely a part-timer's job.
Yeah.
So who knows how many people were working this glitch, and you know, and they got away with it. They're getting away with it right now. You could still use it, they say. I mean, I wouldn't use it because I wouldn't want to get caught using it. But and then they're catching all these Door Dashers too that are using other people's names and getting kicked off, but using other people's accounts and stuff. So I don't know.
Karma's a bitch is all I can say. Congratulations on the job. Thanks.
Yeah, that DoorDash is just.
Yeah, I'll be working remote, nationally remote, so I can go anywhere, grab my computer and go, and it's in the healthcare, so I'm happy with that.
Yeah, because like I said, DoorDash, we're just gonna make 160 in 8 hours. There's no ands, ifs, and buts about it. They were showing people with 20% AR ratings and still top dashers and still get it because they were using the glitch to help them get the good orders and stuff. But that has definitely become a crazy thing. And then BB got her heart monitor for the month on.
Yeah. Mario, I really hope y'all all right. Yeah, we should be fine. Excuse me.
Yeah, like I said, the only thing we have to worry about is tornadoes and the high winds.
Yeah.
Because again, these winds are going to be coming from the front of the house this time, and not the back of the house.
Right,
So.
and knowing that it's going to be in our area around 2 a.m, I probably won't even sleep tomorrow night. So. And Mario, good to hear. Well, thank you, Mario. Trust me, Florida will be okay. We will.
I mean, I feel bad for those that live on the water. There's just, you just can't save nothing there.
No.
That's the bad part.
Yeah, 2 a.m. Wednesday.
2 a.m. Wednesday, we should start feeling the effects. It'll be parallel with Tampa, Fort Myers coming up in there. So we're going to start feeling the feeder bands. As the night comes on tomorrow, then we will start feeling feeder bands from the hurricane.
Yeah, and what they're saying up to 40 to 50 mile an hour wind gusts. So
they're saying it's supposed to land above Cedar Key, heading towards Gainesville. Put it to you that way. I know,
but it's supposed to cut over into Jacksonville. Big Bend. It's supposed to hit the Big Bend area.
Big Bend.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be coming up towards that Cedar Key.
Yeah. But then again, it's already changed course a little bit, so
Let's see. It's supposed to go.
It's just getting a little crazy. My big concern is that witch decides to sit out there.
So it's going to be by the Horseshoe Beach, Suwannee River.
Yes.
And Stanatachi. Then it goes across Gainesville.
Right.
So it'll go above Gainesville towards Jacksonville, but not towards Jacksonville, mainly towards Lake City, and then through Georgia.
Yeah.
From that point.
From into Georgia and then Carolina.
So it's going to be
South
like
Carolina.
the Big Bend Sawgrass area.
Yeah.
Which is above Gainesville.
Yeah.
And mind you, Gainesville is going to be on the worst side that you want to be on there. So you figure there.
What's that big purple? Hold on. Mat to your right. Cameraman's yoga mat.
No, that's BBC.
That's mine, baby.
I'm in Orlando, Sanford. Okay. Orlando, Sanford, you guys are going to be okay, but
again,
you will still be on the worst side
of
the hurricane. So your main thing in your area you have to watch for is tornadoes, down trees.
Yeah.
If you live by like a river or lakes, you have to keep an eye on the level of it there. But you're going to be like us. You're going to be like us. You know, you're going to get the high winds, but the tornado is definitely what you have to watch out for.
R32, it's not that Big Bend area is unpopulated. It's more for farming.
Right. So, because there is a place called Cedar Key that's supposed to be the Key West, the second Key West of Florida, where there's a lot of people that live in this little
bitty town.
Yeah, little bitty island.
Yep. Yep.
But they're more worried about the flooding in that area there.
Yeah. And not just with the hurricane, but again, it's a full moon and the water levels are always higher on a full moon anyway. And that's without a hurricane coming.
Yeah, because that Big Bend area, there is definitely all swampy. But you still have houses, unincorporated cities are still
there
in that area because, like I said, with it coming above Gainesville or towards Gainesville, then it starts getting popular. So when it gets by Chiefland, that's when it starts getting popular area. That's when
population.
That's when the population
way higher
starts picking up in that point there. Because you got Newberry, you got, High Springs.
Yeah.
Like I said, you got Fort White. You got Lake City. So between Lake City and Gainesville, that's a nice size gap.
Yeah.
And depending how big that eye is, we already know the feeder bands are big. Yeah. So they're going to reach out. But like I said, other than Sanford, Orlando, I mean, you're just... if your area floods, that's what you got to watch out for. But it's the tornadoes and down trees that you got to watch out for.
Well,
not so much of hunkering down and boarding up your windows. But definitely you have to put stuff away.
Well, like with tornadoes, it pulls things off trees and that starts flying around and it can wind up in your window. Or in your car if you don't have a garage, which there's quite a few people here in Florida that don't have a garage, or even if they do, they don't park the car in the garage. So, it can get a little hairy.
And that's the bad thing with when a hurricane comes through and your car is outside, your alternator is the first thing that goes. Everyone loses because of electricity in the air.
Yep.
So... there'll be a lot of alternators that day. People will be needing a lot of alternators if you have no choice but to leave your car outside.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Brian, he's got no choice.
Yeah. So, there's alternators to be had on that day.
The auto parts stores get real rich. They make some money on
But I have a feeling that it might move down a little bit to directly hit Cedar Key. Because of that one storm that's out there on the
Franklin,
on the Atlantic side. Now the only bad thing is now they've said when we have eyes in our hurricanes, they're gonna start coming like crazy now to Florida. That's the only bad thing, and we're only going into September.
Yeah,
September. We're usually October, November is where we sit down and panic. But, now you're panicking in September. You got the letter I.
And I is always, a killer, literally. That one always does so much damage. And they were saying that on the news, too, that when it comes to I, that is the most unforgiving. I don't care what name it is that starts with an I. They usually retire.
I mean, because they've already got flood warnings on. Let me see. Look at that.
There's a lot.
They already got flood warnings already in Newberry. Hurricane warnings in Willingston. Hurricane warning by Romeo. Umatilla. I mean, they've already got the warnings out.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
Bushnell.
Yeah.
Webster, that's all near us.
Yeah.
Brooksville, hurricane warning. Hurricane warning.
Yeah.
So, Groveland, Claremont, hurricane warning. Orlando. Now, Orlando is tropical storm. Okay?
That means that you guys could possibly get winds up to 40 miles an hour.
Is tropical storm right now.
Okay.
So when you're tropical storm is good. Tropical storm is like a 1 and below. A hurricane 1 and below. And we can survive a hurricane 1 and below. Now when you get hurricane warnings, that's not good. Because now you're getting closer to the eye. And a hurricane warning, again, it's almost like you're getting the hurricane. But they don't know yet if that hurricane is coming to your area.
But you're in that cone.
But you're definitely in the thing. Because right now they've already got Gibsonton, Tampa area, flood warning, hurricane warning down St. Petersburg.
Oh, I knew that.
You know. So it's a lot of hurricane warnings that have moved because they were not hurricane warnings.
Nope. Well, I know Governor Ron DeSantis already put 36 counties in for a state of emergency.
But right now, the Orlando area, Sanford, you're in a tropical storm. And the crazy thing was...
Tropical storm's not... A tropical storm is basically...
Well, let me see something, because you see, we were in a tropical storm.
We're in a warning.
And we are now in a hurricane warning.
Yeah. I told you, it's because the eye moved. And if it moves 20 more miles or 25 more miles towards the bay, we're going to take a direct hit.
And if you do live in Florida, I mean, it is tax-free hurricane supply, including
food,
dog supplies and cat supply, food.
Yeah.
Food for your pets. That's all included this week in the hurricane. So
they basically don't really know where it's going. No, it's a given. I mean, they have 3 models that they use. They use the GF,
I mean,
the European.
Right now, it's the Big Ben, but the Big Ben, and then
the cone. What people don't understand is the cone.
Right, but I'm saying you're right. The miles to the left and to the right.
The cone is like this. So the cone goes like this. So that could be, and the eye's in the middle. So that could be 50 miles this way. It could wobble to the right or 50 miles to the west. It could go to the left. So that's a variable. I mean, that is...
And then depending how big the eye is.
And the bands. And that goes by the pressure, barometer pressure. So, and that all kind of all veers into one.
And we'll know more because tomorrow.
Yeah. But we'll be doing a live tomorrow too, guys.
But tomorrow definitely we'll know more.
Yeah.
They'll have more of a pinpoint where that hurricane is going.
Right. Every day it gets closer, and actually tomorrow it'll be hour by hour by hour by, because they're already sending renaissance or reconnaissances planes through the eye to measure everything. And God bless those people. I've seen a video of them going through the eye of Irma, and oh my Lord, talk about have your teeth shaken out of your mouth. God bless them.
I mean, you never know. They could say, "Hey, it's going to hit Tampa." I mean, that's how quick.
Yeah,
that the hurricane can change.
A hurricane's like Mother Nature. They're bipolar. They do whatever they want to when they want to do it.
What's some people that are tracking the hurricane called?
Reconnaissances. 2Al, 3Z, DoorDash, been dead since New Year's for me.
Yeah, there's been a glitch and people have been cheating on DoorDash and
Truck Enthusiast. Yeah, they said they were closing the schools.
Yeah, they've already closed Tampa tomorrow. Polk County is Wednesday
and Thursday. Yeah.
But yes, they've already evacuated some of Tampa
and Pasco
and stuff.
And Pasco along like Port Richey, all those that are in mobile homes, they had to evacuate. But that little witch looks like if she's going to make a piece, she's going to come around and then come right back at
Tuesday
us.
by 1 p.m. we're going to start feeling a little bit of the rain.
Yeah.
But Wednesday, now look at this, Wednesday at 1 a.m.
See?
And then by 8 a.m., it'll hit. By Wednesday, 1 p.m., it'll be on the Georgia and Florida border. And then it's going to head towards South Carolina.
And North Carolina.
And then it's going to
go through Myrtle Beach. Yeah, Truck Enthusiasts. Yeah, the schools have been canceled. Yeah, you guys have a half a day. Big hang now, Katrina. All the I name hurricanes are the worst. Yeah, they are. I mean, they kick ass and take names later.
So is the K. Look at Hurricane
Katrina.
Yeah.
And Andrew.
Yeah.
Michelle Snell. Hey, from Pa, hope you guys stay safe. We should be all right. Bonsai. Have not closed any in Highlands and Sebring. Oh, they haven't closed any schools yet?
They'll close like Highlands and Sebring. Let me see here.
Probably they'll start doing it tomorrow.
I mean, they might close it Wednesday.
Yeah.
They might close it Wednesday.
Kendrick. Do you remember a few years ago a tropical storm formed about 50 to 75 miles away from Tampa? It had some crazy winds. Girl, let me tell you. I remember that one. And we've had a couple of those no-name storms that just popped up out of nowhere.
And the reason they haven't closed anything yet in Sebring and Highlands, because Sebring and Highlands, okay, is too far in to where it's going to feel some of the outer, it's going to feel the fingertips of the outer band. So it's really, you know what I'm trying to say? Like they're going to get a little bit of rain, maybe winds at 30, but they got the fingertips of the outer band. Now that all might change tomorrow when we wake up and throughout the day if that hurricane moves in closer.
Then they'll change it.
That Avon Park, Highlands, Sebring, because they're in the middle of Florida.
They're more central.
They're more right, and the hurricane is really going to be more left of it. That's why there's probably no school closings yet. But if there is a school closing, because they do have a tropical storm warning in Wauchula, which is not far from Sebring. So the fingertips are going to reach into Wauchula, because that's what tropical means. Tropical just means it's what we get here every day.
Right.
That's, every day that it rains in Florida, it's a tropical storm and stuff. But it's showing like no past Wauchula, the people there are going to be affected. Not as affected by the hurricane anyway.
Right.
So you guys are still in the safe.
Right.
You guys are, you guys are okay as far as that goes. But like I said, I was trying to see how wide this sucker is, but it's not showing no reports.
Go to Fox 13, you'll see it.
Well, I was on the reconnaissance thing.
Katrina, I don't screw around, laughing out loud. Bonsai's like, nobody has it. Michelle, did y'all get hit with Sandy? No, that was Jersey. They got hit bad. Them poor people are still recovering from that damn storm. But we have had storms to where it would come up through the Gulf, go out to the Atlantic, and then come back and slam into us again.
See, because some of these things are showing Tuesday at 8 p.m. and then some of these are showing Wednesday at 8 a.m. So we're still...
They're still pulling all the numbers
we're
together.
Still, like I said, we still have to wait for...
daybreak.
Yeah. When it breaks out of that area, that's what we have to wait for. Because
because right now it's still between the bottom, the one side of Cuba and the other side of Cancun. So it breaks out of there.
Then we're gonna find out how fast it's gonna come up, if it's gonna stall, if it's moving inches left and right, like we had that one storm that moved left and right.
Yeah, that thing will like bobble like a head doll, bobbling head doll.
Because right now the cone is from Tampa all the way near, I think that's Pensacola, Tallahassee, and Tampa. That's the big cone. So it can land anywhere in between there.
Yep.
Between Tallahassee and Tampa.
Yeah, this little witch ain't playing no games.
Yeah, the Appalachia.
Yep.
Apalachicola and Tampa. Because now, like I said, it can hit here or here. But I think because this here is going to pull it. I think it's going to pull it. Because when it leaves North Carolina, it's supposed to build up again, and there's some islands out there that are going to get hit.
Yeah, I think the Bahamas.
No, that's too high. But there is some islands out there that it might hit there.
Yeah, because right here is the eye. I mean, the cone.
Yeah, Sandy was New Jersey.
Yeah, Sandy was New Jersey.
Yeah, that was New Jersey. That was...
Yeah, we didn't get hit by that.
What's for dinner today? Today we made a video, which will be out. Is Smoky Bones had buy one, get one wings meal. So we had 18 wings we bought, and we got 18 wings for free.
Yeah.
So that video will be coming out. But what I don't like about Smoky Bones is they're expensive. Even the guy behind us was griping about the prices. The Smoky Bones, I mean...
That's a once in a while thing.
The only reason we went there was because they had the plate special that one day.
Yeah.
The buy one, get one. That was worth it. But when you start buying the appetizers and drinks and everything, you're back up to $50. Somehow you manage to get back up. Same thing with the buy one. We just bought wings, an appetizer, 2 drinks, and it was $50. It's not a Cracker Barrel.
No, it's not.
Did I tell you my roofer got sick?
No.
No, but our roofer
Oh.
He was just here a couple of days ago after I signed the paperwork so he could go pull the permit.
Yep, he had the shingles. Ah, get it?
Oh, okay. Very
Got
expensive drinks too.
Yeah.
Well, the good thing is we're not going to get the shingles. We're getting a metal roof this time.
Gonna do the metal roof.
Gonna go with the metal roof. Yeah, their drinks are expensive, but it was like, I don't know. BB bought this drink that, I don't know. It was a non-alcoholic mojito.
Passion
fruit. It was
fruit.
nasty. The thing was nasty as all hell. I'll tell you one thing that's nasty is that strawberry drink.
Oh, he ordered that at Cracker Barrel, and that was pucker power.
Oh my gosh.
He couldn't drink it.
I don't know if that video came out yet, but my gosh.
I loved it. And as hot as it was that day, oh, it hit the spot for me.
That was really strong. Like, that was really, and thick, too.
He was wimpy.
It was really thick.
Oh, well.
I had to go with a sweet tea after that one.
I thought you were going to have to go to a sweet tea after the one we ordered today.
I was almost there, so I got some water.
It's like, oh, no.
But
Since I took a drink of it.
Smoky Bones is expensive. I mean, right now, the better deals are going to be at
Sonny's and Cracker Barrel.
Sonny's and Cracker Barrels is where you're going to get worth there. And it's crazy because, like, you know, it's like, it's expensive. It's expensive. And everyone's blaming the gig economy for being expensive in the food because they have to raise the prices because, you know, these people are raising the prices, you know. DoorDash is raising the prices on these people. BMW has a BOGO.
BWW.
Oh, BW Dogo. The only thing that stinks about Buffalo Wild Wings and where we live at.
Oh, they're
our Buffalo Wild Wings
slow.
Stinks.
I hate that store.
The service, the food, everything about Buffalo Wild Wings
stinks.
Where we live at.
Yeah.
Is just forget about it. It's horrible.
The last time we walked into there, the hostess sat us down and she was like,
scan your phone for the menu
and
then type it in on your phone and they'll bring it out to you. I'm like, we did a video. There was a video on it. And I'm thinking like, and they expect a tip?
What the hell?
Like they expect a tip? Like you have to, when you're scanning it on your phone, it builds up an account and then that's how you do it. And it was like, that was it. It was like, so when the lady came around, we're like, hey, we want some menus. Like not everyone wants to scan their phone, you know.
Yeah, we're not in COVID times.
Yeah, the Cracker Barrel food your last had was good.
Oh, it was.
Oh, I don't know if we have another video coming out, but I know we're going back there again. I'm telling you, Cracker Barrel's the way to go.
Yeah.
I go to Beef O'Brady's for wings. I think we went to Beef O'Brady's one time. It was for a hamburger.
Yeah, we didn't.
It wasn't really that. They had a hamburger special, but we'll definitely have to check out their wings.
Yeah.
BB found a Kinder's wing sauce.
Yeah.
For homemade wings and stuff.
Yeah, I want to try that. But I gotta wait till after a hurricane goes by. Yeah, I was gonna make them this week, but I gotta wait.
Yeah, we've been doing some cooking videos. And here's that. Show them the Kinders.
Oh.
We found this Kinders in Publix or somewhere. We went shopping.
Yeah, there's this right here.
Kinder's wing sauce. And we want to try it. called Buttery Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
So we definitely want to try that there. But we made a bunch of cooking videos.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, man, it's crazy. The prices are crazy out there. I mean, it is crazy, literally.
Cameraman's gonna have to start cooking while I'm working, so.
Yes, I got to cook for BB.
And I told him I don't want rice and beans.
We went to when we were in whatchamacallit's Silver Springs.
Yeah.
We went to the Bottom Glass Boat and we went to this Irish pub place and I had a bologna sandwich. So that video will be coming out too. I had a bologna sandwich. And I swear to God, I was pissed off when that was like $12 or $13 for a bologna sandwich. And
mine come out good.
No, and some tater tots.
Yeah.
And I seen that one slice of bologna on my sandwich. I about pooped on myself. I was like, what the heck? But it filled me up.
It really did.
Yeah. It filled me up, that little burnt bologna, piece of bologna that they gave me. But yeah, I'll be making a lot of peanut butter and jelly.
No, you ain't.
Yeah, I can't cook the same thing every day.
I ain't having sandwiches every day either.
I mean, one day grilled cheese, next day peanut butter.
Okay.
The Jersey Mike's version.
God help me, please.
But we definitely want to try this Kinder's wing sauce.
Yeah, I do.
There was another place that has good wings next to the Chinese place. But we never been in that place.
Oh, I know. Something 9.
But we went to like the Glass Bottom Boat. That was pretty
that
nice
one.
in the Springs.
Yeah, that was fun. I like that.
Tried to get some things done. Get some videos out before BB goes to work.
Mm-hmm.
What are your hours again?
11:30 to 8:30. 11:30 in the morning to 8:30 at night.
Wow. There's no life right there.
Well, basically no life when I had DoorDash too, so.
I know, I'm just saying.
But I got the weekends.
We'll be doing a lot of lives.
It'd be
a lot
alright.
of cooking lives and stuff.
Get cameraman to do some cooking.
But I definitely want to try that meatloaf and dumplings at Cracker Barrel.
Don't get upset, guys, if I order the chicken and dumplings again, because that was oh so good.
I think that was a Sunday. Maybe the one that I want to get is a Sunday special. Maybe that one's a Sunday special. I don't know.
But that one was. I know the dumplings and the chicken and dumplings was so good that day. That definitely hit the spot.
I mean, the smoked wings weren't bad today.
No, they were good. They're just expensive.
Yeah.
Because they were what?
I stay away from country fried steak. Why? Why you stay away from country fried steak? That one place makes a good country fried steak. The
Scratch.
Yeah. Oh, you can't. Oh, you can't stay away from country fried steak.
I tell you what, though, Michelle, I had their fried chicken. It was a half of a fried chicken. A half. Was it a half a chicken or
Cracker Barrel?
Yeah, I think it was.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so good.
That thing was humongous, man.
And damn, the mashed potatoes and gravy. I don't even think I could finish the mashed potatoes, I don't think, because there was so much.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's hard to beat Cracker Barrel right now. Right now, Cracker Barrel is where you want to go for savings and everything.
And get a good meal.
Yeah. Yes. Because normally we eat around 2 o'clock and we're full for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
we are just plain full.
But it's just crazy what we spent today.
And it's funny that with this hurricane coming, we'll have a video coming out about manufactured homes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When we went to the manufacturer.
Yeah, Palm Harbors.
Yeah, we did a video on Palm Harbor homes. And
yep.
It's crazy that they were showing this one manufactured home literally lasted the Ivan or somebody.
Irma.
And
we took it bad with Irma. That little witch sat over us way longer than she was supposed to.
Is he ever on camera? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, he just missed me. Got to go back and watch the videos.
Even dinners keep going up. Yes,
yes.
They do.
Diners.
Or diners, I'm sorry.
Well, that was like when we were in Puerto Rico. Everyone is trying to make food gourmet style. So they can charge you more. Where Cracker Barrel, it's just good home country cooking.
Yeah.
So from scratch. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm good with that.
But yeah, a lot of these diners, they're just trying to do the gourmet.
Mm-hmm. I'll be back. I got to go change this battery. I'm down to 19%.
Okay. Why don't you bring the battery here? Baby got to change our heart monitor battery. Did you show them your heart monitor battery?
No.
So you got to change the battery. What was if that battery was dead in the middle of the night?
This one I just charged. But this one was only 23%. So that's why she said to go home and charge this one.
Oh. It's hard to find a good diner in Florida.
Okay.
What we're going to do is we're going to hit that hot dog place one day. And we're going to hit
you and the damn hot dogs.
No, and the tacos. And the taco place. It's BB's heart monitor. Free show. Look, the views are going up. The views are going up.
Oh, I had it the wrong way. Okay. That's not going to monitor if it's going the wrong way.
Just got to wear that for a whole month.
Yeah. Christ have mercy.
Did you get it?
Oh, it's got to go this way. I had it right the first flipping time. Okay.
Did you get it?
I got it. All right.
Do you want me to share your videos? Sure, you can.
Who's that?
Michelle.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Oh, don't tell me this other battery is bad too. I will be so livid.
How many batteries they gave you?
2. And one is each one. Okay, hold on. Oh, Christ. See, this one's not lighting up. Oh, don't tell me. I know I got poor skin contact. It's because I'm pulling on this damn thing. Ay, Christ have mercy.
Look, your views are going up.
They're not going up.
We could do a video on your heart monitor.
Well, right now, I'm going to be calling his doctor tomorrow and say, what the hell is your problem?
Hey, Knowledge.
Hey, how are you?
Wants to know what you're doing. She wants to know what you're doing.
I'm trying to get my battery back in my heart monitor. Let's see, that one. Oi.
She has to wear a heart monitor.
For 30 days.
All right, keep it rated PG.
I'm trying.
This dang heart monitor.
Let's see if it does anything.
Does not want to comply.
No, it don't. All right. It's monitoring now.
There we go. Knowledge says, oh my gosh. Lord help you, my friend.
It says it's good. Why do you keep... Oi.
Technology.
Plug in the charger. Not in use. And that tells me this battery... Oh, now you're monitoring? Make up my mind.
Jesus. The life of technology.
No, it's going to wind up showing my heart rate going da 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 because I'm getting mad. Send this damn thing back to New Jersey. All right.
Cameraman, make your heart TP batter. No, the reason she's pitter patter. No, the reason she's wearing this heart monitor is just to make sure her heart is okay.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, some of them heart monitors, they give you, sometimes they're 1 night or 2 nights, and then
the reason we're doing it for 30 is, you know how, remember guys, when I was passing out and they said it was just because I was having the migraines and the Aurora to go with the migraines, and that could be why I was passing out. Well, after I was doing all that, I had to go for a whole year. Every morning, get up, wait an hour. After I got up, I had to take my blood pressure, log it into the computer, and pulse, O2 levels, all of that. Just like if I was back in nursing. But I had to do that every day for a year. And every time I went to the doctor, my family doctor and my neurologist, I would have to take that to them. Well, they were noticing a pattern that sometimes in the mornings, my blood pressure was really low. Like it was 69/49, which that's not good. So they're kind of thinking, well, my blood pressure is dropping. That could be one of the reasons why I was starting to pass out. So this is just a precaution to make sure that nothing is wrong with my heart. I told him nothing's wrong with it. It's just I'm stubborn as a damn mule and twice as stubborn on Sundays. But they don't believe me, so. I've already did the treadmill stress test. They said my heart rate had to be over 150. I had to hold it for 2 minutes. I got my heart up to 175, held it for an additional minute and a half. Knowledge, you have a beautiful heart. Thank you, sweetheart. But yeah, I just got to go through the motions. And my mom wanted me to get it done too. So I was like, okay, if it'll make my mama happy, we just do it. My doctors wanted it done. I said, okay, we'll make you and my mama happy, and we'll just knock it out of the ballpark. Hey, Jose.
Jose.
How are you and Laura? But no, that's why I'm wearing it. Yeah, I do need to pay attention to it. I mean, since they put me on the new medication for the migraines, I have 2 now. I take the Nurtec every other day. And then they put me on it's an old medication. I remember my dad taking it for seizures for his epilepsy. But now instead of a pill form, it's a nasal spray. So if I start to get a headache, I 1 squirt in each of my nose, and then within 30 minutes it goes away. So I've been doing pretty good with that. So I'm happy with that. And but no, I just got to get it all done. And then after this, I'll get an echogram of the heart. Jose, I'm good. Cameraman, don't get your honey bunny too excited.
I can't. She don't get COVID.
I still say the only reason I didn't get it was because I took that 1 time a year shot.
Gracias por el COVID, Jose. Gracias. Puerto Rico gave me COVID.
We know, honey. You'll be all right. And then everything on this monitor is on this lovely little iPhone. She's like, you're going to need to have that on your hip 24 hours a day. I'm like, oh, okay.
Imagine trying to fly a plane on there.
Oh, no. With this on me? No. No. See, you come with. And then I get 3 more of these. I got to change it out once a week. Fun. But I guess it's better than being hooked up to, wire here, wire here, wire here, wire down there, and a wire over here.
Yeah, it's the one I had to wear with the wire.
Yes.
Couldn't even sleep in it.
Right. Wow, technology can do some amazing things. Yes, it can. Yeah. Because I was all anticipating the wires everywhere today. And when they said, oh, just, pull down your shirt and we'll just slap this on you. And I'm like, okay.
And how long those batteries are supposed to last for?
24 hours. But then, like, after I take it off on the 28th, I put the other battery back in there with the phone, shut the phone off, put it back in the box, take it to UPS. It gets shipped back to New Jersey.
Mm. Oh, so you don't even bring it back there?
No, it's just the 28th. I go back there for my echogram. I got to get that done on the 28th. And then I will see the heart specialist a week later. By that time, he'll have all the... Can you hear it or feel it working? Nope. Only thing is, I feel like there's something on my chest, which there is, but that's it. And it goes all the way down here to there. So I was like, okie dokie, jokey. See, another thing I want to know too is because at nighttime, even with my CPAP, my heart rate goes down to like anywhere from 49 to 54, which is real low. No, I didn't find anything wrong. Marcia. Hope you all had a great vacation. No, we didn't, Marcia.
No.
Cameraman caught COVID and cellulitis. So
no, we had to come back early.
We had to come back by the 12th. We had to book the first plane back to the States.
We only lasted 2 weeks.
She said y'all should have held off a bit more coming back, laughing out loud.
Maybe not even 2 weeks.
We were only there 11 days.
Yeah, we didn't even last. Nope, we did not last.
She says, yikes, bad combination.
Yep. If I didn't get the COVID, we would have stood there. But
well, then you probably wouldn't have got bit by the mosquito closing up the house.
Yeah, that's true. I would have got bit by a spider. I'm surprised they let him fly. Trust me, I wasn't wearing a banner that said I had COVID.
Snail shell, what is cellulitis? That is when a person gets bit by an insect or even a bee, and you scratch, and you scratch, and you keep scratching. And what it does is it builds up water underneath your skin tissue. And it makes it hard and very, very red.
And it moves.
And it moves. It will travel.
It can kill you.
Yeah. If you get it bad enough, it can kill you.
And it was traveling on my arm.
He got bit on his right arm, left arm?
My right arm. It's in the video.
He got a little bit of spot there. Probably no bigger around than this right here at the time. And then it was his whole bicep. Then it went down into
the elbow.
And
his
forearm.
Towards the forearm.
And then it started to go underneath his armpit.
Yeah. And then I was looking it up.
So you're telling me so what you're telling me is cameraman has bad luck. Yes.
Yeah, I had bad luck that day.
Yes. Oh, she thought it was a diabetic thing. No, not a diabetic thing. No.
Nope.
Cameraman is a natural scratcher and a picker. If he has got a boo-boo, he is going to pick.
No, that mosquito bite hurt. Whatever, that mosquito bite did hurt.
So what it was, that's what it's from. Him digging and digging, and he got from underneath
'Cause I
his
couldn't
nails.
stop itching.
He got a bacteria underneath the skin, and then what it does, eventually it gets into the bloodstream and it can kill you. So he was on some antibiotics. Michelle Snell, yeah, we saw that. Let me tell you what, those antibiotics kept him knocked out 3/4 of the day.
Yeah, but I don't think I would have made it. I probably would have died in Puerto Rico.
No.
Got to put socks on his hands.
Yes. He reminds you of it. Like,
but the thing was, it was 100 and something degrees out. Okay.
But you're like that at home, so don't even blame it on.
What I'm saying is, when it's hot outside,
it intensifies the
itching and stuff, and I couldn't stop itching it for some reason.
Yeah, but he is like a little kid. Even here, if he gets bit by something, he's dig, or if he gets a boo-boo in the scab, he's got to pick. I tell him, stop it. But he's just, he reminds me of a kid. I need to put some mittens on him.
Yeah, and you don't want to go to the doctors over there. You tell a doctor in Puerto Rico you got COVID.
Oh, no.
Who knows what they'll do to you.
Well, you tell the doctor would have seen your arm, he'd have said, oh, let's cut that open.
Yeah. Picking and grinning.
Yeah. He's like, I can't stop itching. I was giving him allergy medicine, everything, and it wouldn't stop the itch. But I think sometimes with him, it gets in his head, and he just thinks it's...
Plus, that COVID really kicked my butt. That really.
But he broke his fever the day before we left. Thank God. But he had to sleep one night in the house with no air.
Oh.
Just oscillating, one of the long oscillating fans.
First I thought you meant freaking. That was after I scratched my arm. Then I went for the nose.
But no, that's when he broke his fever, was the night that we came home. I was giving him Benadryl. That's the crazy thing.
It wasn't working. The guy said you needed
antibiotics.
Yeah, he said you needed antibiotics. Or he said I needed. Because when I got here the next day, we got here that morning.
Well, we got in at 3:00 at Saturday morning.
Yeah, and then Monday
we went to the doctor.
No, Monday they told me to go to urgent care because I still had COVID and stuff. And then when you should have seen the guy look on his face when he was all in my face, I'm like, I got COVID. He's like, what? He backed up. What? I said, yeah, I got COVID, just to let you know. He's like, how long you had COVID for? I said, oh. At that time it was 5 days.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, all right, don't worry about it. But the crazy thing was
we were in
however I got COVID.
I still think you got it at the hotel.
Well, the hotel didn't help any. But I got it before because I was coughing on the way to the hotel. So that was the day before we seen Laura.
Yep.
And then that was the day that I ate all that food. And then I started vomiting and I had diarrhea and oh my God.
He was a hot.
I'm thinking like I'm in this beautiful hotel.
Yes. He gets in the hotel. He gets in the bed after we left Laura and Jose's. He got in the bed and he's doing something on the computer or putting in one of the videos and he's trying to edit it. And the next thing I know, he starts shivering. I mean, bad. I looked at him, I said, you okay? He goes, does it feel cold in here to you? I was like, well, it feels a little cool. So I checked the temperature. It was at 77. He took those blankets covered straight up to his neck. And I was like, oh, shit.
I had to sleep sitting up. I mean, my nose
Yeah.
was running so bad.
He did. He was a hot mess.
It was crazy. It was like,
oh man, it wasn't pretty. I'll tell you that. So when he goes, what do you think we should do? Should we go home?
I mean, because there's really nothing to do at that point, you know.
Mm-mm. But then as we're leaving the hotel receptionist tell us, oh, you're leaving early? And I was like, no, we're already scheduled to go home. She goes, oh, okay, well, that's good. She says, a lot of our people have been checking out early because they've been getting sick. And you didn't want to tell your new people that this. And it didn't dawn on me until the second day when we come home that Tuesday. Because the parking lot was not full.
Yeah, the parking lot was empty.
Always stayed, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, that's weird.
This is the time of the year where everyone's down there.
Yeah.
And the hotels smell like bleach every day.
Oh, that
heavy bleach.
Yeah.
Heavy
I mean, it was so strong it burnt the inside of your nose.
And the thing is, it's like, even if we went back to the house, okay, all my family is there. Like, you know, they're living on top of each other. They see each other every day. So for me to, you know, for even me to go back to the house in Puerto Rico, and it's like, hey, stay away from me, I got COVID. I mean, they would probably, they would, I might as well say I had AIDS. I mean, because they would lock the door. They would have, like, you know, they wouldn't even, yeah. They would treat me like I had leprosy or something. Like, you said you have COVID in Puerto Rico. They treat you over there
like shit.
I guess it's a democratic, you know, country. But they treat me like if I had, you know, leprosy or AIDS or something. They'd close all the doors and be like, oh, no.
The windows.
Yeah. They literally would
pull those shutters.
They wouldn't want you over the house. They wouldn't, you know, they wouldn't even want you near the house. And they probably call the secret police on me and shit. They would probably literally call the secret police on me. You just don't know over there. You don't know. I mean, because I said that day we went there last year when the COVID began. We got off that plane. It looked like we were walking off of a freaking movie set with it was some freaking.
My God!
People had them thermal suits on and masks and everything. Like the people coming off the plane had some kind of heebie-jeebies going on.
It's almost like stepping onto the moon.
Because my one cousin was coming over, and I'm like, oh no, I got COVID. Like, you know.
Yeah.
And then I didn't want it to get out, but I wasn't going to go over there neither. But what were we going to do?
Yeah.
Because we had to see family every day. They were going to come over. They were going to be like, why didn't you? Because my one cousin was like, oh, Uncle Belto wants you to come up. Like, I can't, I'm sick. You know, now you telling them you're sick.
Right.
They're going to think like, oh, whatever, man, whatever, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it was nice of them not to share that information. But every day we went, or the 2 days we went down, or actually 3, because on Wednesday I went and got him some chicken noodle, the Campbell's chicken noodle soup.
Well, the first day we went to the store to get the medicine.
Yeah.
And then the second day we went to the...
Yeah, because we got you Tylenol the first day, thinking you just may have caught a cold being caught in and out of the rain for 3 days straight. And it wasn't the rain. But I did not catch it. I don't know how or anything, because I was with him in that room for 4 flipping days. In the same bed.
I was in, probably saying Colorado, about a month ago. I never smelled so much weed. Come to Tampa.
Just come to Lakeland.
Or Florida.
Yeah.
You don't smell it as much, but in Tampa or in Orlando.
Oh my God.
That's all you do is smell weed over there.
Knowledge. They didn't want to lose money at the hotel.
Nah, they didn't care.
No.
They didn't care.
No.
Because that hotel would have been shut down.
Yeah.
If someone would have said I got COVID, that hotel would have been shut down. I mean, literally, they would have shut that hotel down.
Well, see, the only reason I can think I didn't get it was because last year, just before we got married, we knew we were going back to PR. When I went to go get my flu shot, my doctor's like, you need to get the 1 time a year COVID booster. And I was like, okay. He goes, you need to get it just to be safe. And I said, okay. So I did. That's the only thing different I did that he didn't do. It should have been shut down.
Yep.
Yeah. And the crazy thing over there is their air units in the hotels. It's all one. It's all recycled air. So whatever you're breathing, someone else's, it's going through the whole building. That's messed up.
And then the room was humid, like it was.
Yeah, like if I was to go open up the balcony door, it was already hot. But when the air would come on, like come out of the vent, you could actually see like steam come out because there was so much humidity.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it would just get ice cold. And I'm telling you, it did not feel like it was 77 degrees. It felt way colder at 77.
And I didn't want my lungs. I mean, that was another reason we came back too, because, you know, you're not with an air conditioning in the house. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want my lungs to fill up with water.
Right.
And, you know, could catch up with pneumonia and COVID. I mean, like, you know, like.
And that's what happens.
That's why, like, you know, when we buy a plane ticket with the
open end.
With the open end. Like, we could change the flight and stuff. Because, I mean, even if it was BB that got COVID and I didn't, we would have flown back. Like,
he was already getting.
We already knew that if we got sick there,
we had to come
I don't care. Like I said, I got on that plane with COVID. I didn't care. I was getting back home. You know what I mean? My mind was like, I'm getting back to United States, to where my doctor's at, to where I can get to my house, you know, and, you know, I have that little plastic thing that they give you in the hospital to breathe so your lungs don't get filled up with water. Like, I didn't care. I didn't care if I gave 1 million people COVID that day and stuff, but.
Knowledge. Oh my, that's awful. Breathing everybody's germs. It is. Marcia.
Yeah, I'm surprised that there isn't. I'm telling you, man. I mean, I was pissing BB off because, I mean, I was pissed off. I got COVID, and I still went into the store, and BB's like, "Put a mask on." I was like, "No," because if they see me with a mask, it's, you know, it's not like over here. Someone sees me with a mask, I don't care. Over there, someone sees you with a mask, who knows?
They know you're sick.
Yeah, who knows what you can start. You don't know what you can start over there. And you're stuck in their country. So if they stop you from going on the plane and they lock you up in the house, I'm in a house that has no air condition.
Yeah.
117 degrees high almost every day. I wasn't dying in Puerto Rico. No. I was not dying there, you know. And everyone's telling me, well, call your doctor up, have them send a prescription to Walgreens over there. Yeah. And you know what they're going to say at the Walgreens? Yo, this dude got COVID. Woo, 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 woo. You think they're going to want me to go pick up COVID medicine with COVID? You got to be crazy. As I said, I wouldn't be surprised that if I had told someone in my family, they would call the secret police on me.
Right.
I mean, it's literally, if I would have told someone in my family I had COVID, everyone would lock down their house there.
Yeah.
Everyone would lock and look at me like I had leprosy or something.
Yep.
Like, you know, like, oh my gosh, you know, like, ugh. You know, like COVID is the most craziest thing to have. So
and then we find out there's a new variant to COVID.
Yeah.
And I think that's the one that I caught because there's a new variant supposedly going around and stuff. And, but yeah, once it turns into pneumonia,
Yeah, you pretty well. It's.
Yeah, I'm as good as dead. And if you think I'm going to a hospital in Puerto Rico, you got to be crazy. I'll take my chances with the one here in Lakeland.
Our family doctor was born in Puerto Rico, and he'll tell you.
He even told us too.
You go to Puerto Rico, you get sick, even if you get a minor cut, you bring yourself back to the States. Do not let them touch you. I said, Dad.
Our doctor told us the first time we went to Puerto Rico, you get COVID, you come back to the United States. Yeah. That's what he told us.
Yeah, he said, don't let them know you got it. You just get your ass back on that plane. Back. By George, that's what we did.
I was holding in my cough and everything on that plane. I think I made one cough and then everyone was looking at me.
Yeah.
And stuff. Like everyone was staring at me when I coughed that one time on the plane.
One time he coughed, they were like.
Yeah, when they were all boarding and I was like, and everyone was like, doo! Like burning me with their eyes and stuff. I was like, I don't care, buddy. I don't care.
Nope.
Like I'm getting back home. Because when my daughter picked us up, I told her, make sure you wear a mask. Make sure, we're going to sit in the back seat. Don't get near us and everything. Like, right. I told my daughter that. That's why in the video you see she's wearing a mask in the car picking us up. We sat in the back, but.
Yeah, because we didn't want to take a chance of getting her sick.
That's because they probably left the hotel. Yeah, they probably did.
Yeah. Yeah, when she said, "Oh, a lot of our guests have been checking out early because they're getting sick." You think?
But who knows? Like I said, I mean,
they were on the plane for the same reason.
They probably were. They probably were.
Because that was a book flight back to Orlando.
Yeah. 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 We definitely had a book flight. I mean, I know COVID's not, no joke. Probably what I did was wrong, but let me tell you something. When you're out of your comfort zone in your area, you just, like I said, you got to get back over here to the States. I don't care where you're at. That's probably how COVID spread it a lot too. Because a lot of people were probably like, the people that went on the boats and they flew to other countries, they got sick and they just flown back. But like I said, even if it was BB that was sick, I would have told her, nah, we're going back because we had nothing over there. We had, everything we had to buy, basically. We had a house that was empty with no food in it. And then I still had my daughter was still, days away from coming to Puerto Rico because she was going to come there and spend a week with us. So I couldn't have her come to Puerto Rico and catch COVID. Yeah, it was like I said, I thought I was going to die that day. I was vomiting. I didn't, as a matter of fact, the last time I had COVID, I didn't even vomit and I didn't have diarrhea. I just had a fever and congestion and lost my taste buds. This time over there, I had vomiting, diarrhea, and I lost my taste buds. I was born in New Jersey, but I would spend like 2 months for summer in Puerto Rico, and I would spend my Christmases for 2 weeks and Easter for 2 weeks. So it'd be like 3, 4, 5, almost 7 or 8 weeks a year I would stay in Puerto Rico growing up there. I think it was 3 weeks in Christmas. But either way, I would be there at least almost 8 weeks of my life in Puerto Rico. Anytime we had a holiday break, I would go there. And then when school was out, I would stay with my grandmother. They would send me over there as a kid. And I would have to sit with the stewardess or the flight people. And then someone would pick me up at the airport and vice versa. They would drop me off as a minor into the airport and everything.
Oh, I've had COVID too, knowledge, and I'll tell you, it is no joke. And when I had it, I was at my mother's house and she did not have central heat and air. Oh, let me tell you, that was hell.
I mean, because that was my main concern, that I was going to get water in my lungs. And I didn't want to get water in my lungs. That was my main concern there.
Yeah, that ain't no joke, man. And we had the 2 vaccination shots at that time, and we still got the COVID. And they said that wasn't bad. I was like, well, if this wasn't bad, I'd hate to see what it was like not having the shot.
Because the first time I had COVID, I couldn't sleep.
And he was home alone. He had no vehicle.
And this time when I had COVID, I was tired.
Yeah. Yeah,
but I was tired. I mean, this COVID here
kicked his butt.
Yeah, this COVID here makes you tired.
He slept 3/4 of the day.
When we came back, I was sleeping almost the whole day and night. I was literally just drained.
Yep.
Just tired for some odd reason.
Yep. Yeah, when I had it, my mom was in the hospital. She had COVID. My brother had COVID. So I was there taking care of him. And cameraman was here at the house. He had no vehicle. Well, he had a vehicle. He had no keys to the vehicle because I had both sets of keys and his wallet. So he couldn't even, ask anyone to go to the store for him. Luckily, Dad Vader, his best bud there, sent him some Mucinex from Amazon and had it shipped to the house. Thank God, because I'm telling you, it was hell.
Yeah.
The first time we had it. And we were separated, almost a month?
About 2 weeks, 3.
3 weeks. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we talk to each other every day. I was very, yes. See, so am I. I'm an asthmatic too. But our doctor, he made sure my stuff was, my asthma medication was, coming in so fast. And normally he tells me to take it PRN as needed. But when I got COVID, I had to take it every 4 hours. No questions asked. So my lungs would not fill up. And that's what he was worried about. And I was weak, but I had to take care of my brother while my mom was in the hospital. So I pushed through that. I don't know how I did it, but I did it.
Yeah, it's not, like this.
I was tired. I wasn't really hungry. I was thirsty, which I always stay thirsty anyway. And it's a good thing that when I did eat, I knew I couldn't really taste anything. And with drinking, it didn't bother me if I could taste it or not, because all I drink is water anyway. But it was bad. And Mom had no central air. She had window units in the house because she has an old house. But it was hell. And it was hot.
And that was the other thing. I was drinking Gatorade. And I couldn't eat because I couldn't taste nothing, or it didn't, like when I ate something, it didn't feel right going down. Drinking the Gatorade and taking the medicine, then the medicine was burning my stomach up.
Because of the Gatorade.
Right, but I'm just saying because I had no food in me. You know, that was the other thing too that was making me throw up and stuff like that. And then my stomach started to hurt. But
yeah. Marcia, I got the shot because I was living with my sister-in-law at the time who was working in a doctor's office. Yeah.
Yeah, I would say this, like, you know, we got the shot because we went to Puerto Rico. You
That's the only reason we got the shots.
Right.
Because we had to have the shots or they wouldn't let us in.
But, you know, I did talk to my doctor, and my doctor did say, yeah, you should get the shot. You know what I'm saying? But the point is like, you know, we, as everybody, had no choice. You either get the shot or you didn't.
Right.
But if you had a lot of health issues, you know, it was like you had to get the shot. You know, like you have to at least try the shot.
Right.
And take a chance, because remember, when COVID came out, they weren't telling us that people were surviving. They were just telling us how many people were dying.
Right. And you had just got over prostate surgery, so you had no immune system.
But what I'm just saying is that everyone in America thought if you got COVID, you're as good as dead.
Right.
They didn't know that there was people that survived COVID.
Right.
They wouldn't put those stories out.
No, they wouldn't put the bad
ones out. Out of 10 people who had COVID, they'd be like, yeah, 7 people survived, but 3 died. But they never said that. They said, oh, 3 people more died. 5 people more died. You know, my cousin, she got COVID, but she was overweight, very overweight, and she had a lot of health issues, and she died from it. But again, I say because the practice of trying to recover yourself from COVID.
Yeah. It's hard.
Like if you get sick and you decide, oh, I'm not going to take medicine, or you don't have a ritual. Like, you know, when I got home, I put Vicks on my chest. I took my, you know, Tylenol. I took my Metamucil. You know what I mean? They always say, you know, starve a fever, feed a cold and stuff. And it was like, you know, you have those rituals that you do, especially the Vicks on your chest. I mean, the Vicks on your chest. I believe in that 100%. Anytime you're congested or whatever, you put Vicks on your chest. I believe that draws out a lot of that. Mm-hmm. But I think a lot of it is that a lot of people, when they got sick, they just didn't have a ritual to take care of themselves.
Or they forgot.
No, that, you know, like some people, oh, I'm just sick, and they wouldn't take their medicine like they, you know, like you should take your medicine every 6 hours. You should try to drink some soup or drink something,
or broth.
But the point is like, you know, a lot of people, I believe, that just didn't have a ritual, and that's why I said I got to get home because, you know, I don't want water in my lungs. I know, you know, we could have spent a couple $100 on buying medicines, but it wouldn't have mattered because it's like my family lived around us.
Right.
So the second I would have said I had COVID, they would have locked the doors on us. And then if I would have went out every day with COVID, they'd be talking shit about me.
Right.
Yeah, they'd be calling up my mother and everything. Oh, look, he's spreading COVID. He got COVID. He's over here driving around. Like, you know, like Puerto Ricans are very gossipy. They're bunching Jedis. That's what you call them, gossipers. And then, you know, I mean, I'm telling you, I would be like, they would take me downtown and hang me themselves and shit.
But
I mean, that's how Puerto Rico is.
But Marcy is right. A lot of people that did die, it's because it advanced to them pneumonia.
Right. But I feel because they didn't follow a ritual of trying to get healthy. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like...
Yeah, but like when you're in a nursing home, they're not going to be doing shit like that every 4 hours.
No, they're going to make sure you take your medicine.
Yes.
They're going to make sure you walk around. You know, they're going to make sure...
No, if you're too weak, they're not going to try to... I mean, you're not going to get
But someone... I mean, I'm just saying, a lot of that, like, getting back home was like I knew I would be safer in my own home. And like I said, getting Vicks on me, walking around.
Yeah.
You know, making sure my lungs don't fill up. Like I said, because there was no air conditioning over there.
No.
We were lit 80 degrees at nighttime.
Yeah.
80 degrees at nighttime.
And that's at 2 a.m.
Yeah. So, you know, that drags a cold.
Yeah. But you're right, Knowledge. If you put Vicks on your chest and your feet, and you put socks over your feet, it does draw out.
Yes. Yeah.
It helps a lot. Yeah, I'm a firm believer of that. My grandmother was notorious. We got sick, Vicks here, Vicks on your back, t-shirt, and Vicks on your feet with some socks.
And that's all I was scared of, was like I didn't want to catch a pneumonia. I didn't want water in my lungs and stuff. And
well, that's why
and then of course the mosquito bit me. So it was like, you know, things are going downhill. On the last day, things are like literally
going south real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't fun. It wasn't a fun trip at all. Between trying to deal with the heat and everything else, it was just miserable.
I mean, we couldn't find a pina colada.
No.
We couldn't even find a pina colada.
The second day I was there, this is no lie. The second day I was there, I take 2 allergy medicines now because my allergies are so bad.
Yeah, you were having a problem with your allergies in the beginning?
Oh my God, I wanted to die. My nose was getting all stuffy, and then it was running like a water faucet. I couldn't shut it off, and I'm blowing my nose, blowing my nose, blowing my nose. We had to go to Walgreens. I had to go pick up the Flonase. And then the Astropro, and it took almost 2 more days for it to finally clear up because everything over there was completely in beautiful blooms. And I'm like, oh my God. It was hell.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, we had the times that we did some of the things that we did.
We had fun.
But it was like 80% of the trip we didn't even do.
Mm-mm.
I was ready to put out 2 videos a day. I mean, we had it all planned. I had everything written and everything.
That's what we kept saying. No pina colada?
Yeah. Everywhere we went to. No pina colada. No pina colada. Oh, and that one day we were in the town of Idalia, and there was a hot dog guy, and he had a big line. And I said, "You hungry?" She's like, "No, I'm not hungry now." So we walked around for about an hour.
Oh, yeah.
We went back to the hot dog guy. He's like, "I ran out. No more hot dogs." I was like, "What? No hot dogs." So then we drove and we went to the chicken place that we always that we went to.
That we like to go get fried chicken.
The chicken with the French fries.
Yeah.
That's real famous. So it was like, all right, well, the chicken with the French fries is right down the road. We're online for 20 minutes, 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
And they're telling us, "Hey, we ran out of chicken. It'll be another 2 hours before so we're like, what the? We didn't even eat. So then we found some random guy and ate some hot dogs and shit. He boiled hamburgers.
Boiled them, and then it was boiling hamburgers and selling hamburgers, and I'm like, oh, that's disgusting.
And I was like, here we go again. We can't find food. We can't find, I mean, it was just our luck. We can't find food.
You're right, Knowledge. It was not meant to be.
It wasn't. It wasn't meant to be. It was not meant to be. Like Puerto Rico, when I grew up as a kid, the temperatures aren't the same no more.
Anywhere.
Right. Right. Anywhere you go, the temperatures are not the same.
Nope.
When you're talking about 112 to 117 every day, 80 degrees in the house at nighttime.
And that's up in the mountains.
Yeah,
that's not down in the Pueblos.
Yeah, that's hotter there.
Oh my!
But it's like I said, it was not meant to be.
No, it just wasn't.
No, that Puerto Rico, you have to go in February, like we did, January, February, and when was the other time we went?
March.
When did we get married?
November. Now that was pretty hot too.
Yeah, it was a little hot, but it wasn't as hot.
No, not that hot.
Right, but no, the summertime, August, you do. I mean, August, you go to Puerto Rico, you have to be, you have to, whatchamacallit. You have to be in a hotel with air conditioning.
Yeah.
I mean, because there was like, I was like, everywhere we went to, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't a humid hot. It was just a straight hot, desert hot.
Yeah.
And it rained every day. It was raining, but it didn't rain in the mountain. When we went to San Juan, it started raining every day.
Yeah.
Every hour. Every 2 hours.
Oh my God. Every day.
But when we were in Rincon, it didn't want to rain by us.
Now it's like we had an umbrella over us.
But it was like, but like I said, it was a difference when I was a kid there because it was probably 90 degrees versus the 100 and something that we're getting now throughout the world.
Yeah.
The world is getting hotter. And these are, it's horrible when you go out there. It's not.
Well, because we're not built for 116 degrees every day.
No. Not when you're not outside every day.
I don't even care if you're outside every day. I don't think anyone's built for 116 degrees. That's just freaking hot.
But the bad thing is, I mean, the good thing was the avocados were ready. The banana was ready. The mangoes were ready. You know what I mean? Like, that's the time of the year that all these fruits, the canepas, all the canepas, like, that's the time of the year that all the fruits are there to eat off the tree. The bananas, everything was there for us to eat. And we couldn't even take advantage. We couldn't even take advantage of it. I mean, we literally brought back 40 avocados.
Yeah.
BB looks sleepy, yes.
Yeah, I'm getting there. My nighttime medicine's finally kicking in.
Yeah, we're going to be ending it, but we are going to be back tomorrow.
Yes. So keep a lookout, guys.
But thanks for everyone for joining us. And then we'll come live tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know what time, but maybe we'll come live once or twice. Maybe tomorrow.
Well, we'll see how the weather starts to act so they can see, and we'll just go from there, babe.
Yeah. I'm just saying, we'll just definitely.
Yeah, I take medicine to help me sleep, and it takes about 3 hours for this stuff to kick in. And now it's finally starting to kick in. So I'm getting sleepy. I go from yawning like a baboon every 5 minutes to, okay, I feel awake again. And then all of a sudden I feel like, all right.
But hopefully you guys will enjoy the videos we got coming out. Especially that boat.
The glass bottom boat.
Wait till you see the glass bottom boat. That was awesome. That's
I
awesome.
love that. One. That was a good trip. That was a good thing.
I don't know when. Let me see when that one comes out.
Well, we love you too, knowledge.
Tomorrow, the glass bottom boat tours at Silver Springs will be out tomorrow.
Okay, so y'all keep
you guys
an eye
make sure you
watch that one.
That's an amazing. One of the best things to do in Florida. It was one of the first things for entertainment. That's where they made the movie Tarzan and a lot of movies. You're going to listen to the guy as he takes us around in the springs there in Silver Springs, Florida. So you guys
Did you get him where he was talking about the one about Louisiana for the alligator? Were they?
I don't know if I did.
Well, let me just tell y'all this. Swamp People. That's the name of the show.
The Swamp People record.
Okay. Now, the Swamp People are supposed to be reality TV, but they have filmed over 5 episodes in Silver Lake.
Yeah, in Silver Springs.
So much for being reality TV.
But we'll talk to you guys more about that tomorrow.
Yeah. So until tomorrow, everybody, good night. Sweet dreams. Take care. And we'll see you tomorrow. Night, everybody.